In today's video, I'm going to show you 10 players you could sign in the Vanarama Northern National Leagues that I think could really change your teams around. It's going to be a quick 5 videos. Let's dive straight in to look at our first player. He's a left back called Kevin O'Connor. He's 28 years of age now. You can see the attributes on the screen there. They're all fairly decent for that level of well. There's no real low ones in there. The lowest one's being like a long throw of 6, but I mean, he doesn't have to throw the ball for you, really, does he, sort of thing. Lots of 11s, 12s, 9s, and 10s in there. Very useful player. You can play him on the left wing back position, left back position. Even as a centre back, he's 6'2" as well. He could probably do a job in left back for you. Next up is a goalkeeper that has been at the likes of Floyd, Chester, Telford, and Everton. This is Russ Griffiths. The English goalkeeper is 27 years of age now, and again, I like his physicals. Good. He's got 13s in there, 12s and 11s. He's 6'2". He can come collect the ball with ease. Aerial reach of 13, communication of 11, kicking of 11, and a few 10s in there for passing, one-on-ones, and handling. Next up, add a bit of a French flair too. This one is 21-year-old Julien Kerr. He's been at Brighton, Brentford, Peterhead, and Angers where he started his career. Again, only 21 years of age as well, so quite a young player to get in your teams, and hopefully has a bit of room for development in your saves. He is available to sign if you're in the Vanarama North and South, and I mean straight away, I like the physicals on this guy. A few 11s, a few 12s in there. Good determination on him, and again, very well-rounded. 8s, 9s, 7s. We're not going to get anything that's really low for these types of players. Trying to look for well-rounded players that can do a few different roles in midfield. This guy has good passing range about him as well. So you can see they've got 10 there, vision of 9, ball winning, you've got tackling of 9, marking of 9, so you can do a few different roles in that midfield for you. This next one is a 19-year-old right back coming over from Spain. He is Sergio Vecchez. He's been at Sevilla for a couple of seasons before being released this season. I mean, at 19 years of age, he looks like he's got a bit of room to grow still as well. If you think straight away, physically, he got 14s in agility, acceleration, natural fitness of 15, pace of 14, determination of 8, decision making of 14 as well. So it looks pretty solid technically. There's a bit of room to grow. I mean, the crossing of 10 is not bad, dribbling of 7, tackling of 10. So the best attributes are there for him, really, sort of thing. For Vanarama national level, I'm trying to look for players that have around 9s and 10s generally across the whole board and mentally be pretty solid. Positioning of 7 is a bit not great for a fullback, but again, he's 19 years of age. You can train that and get him better there. Next one is a striker. He's 20 years of age. He's been at Wimbledon, Corinthian, and then Blythe Spartans most recently before being released from there. This is Troy Shababi. He comes in now with good acceleration, good agility, natural fitness and pace. I do like that about him straight away. And as a free agent for 20 years of age, he could definitely still develop a lot of his attributes in game. 8s and 9s across the board going down. His mentals there with an 11 off the ball as well, so making those runs in behind and advance forward. He can do that for you with 11 finishing as well. He can be a really, really good advance forward for you in the lower leagues of England this year. Decent dribbling and first touch of 8 as well, passing of 9 and a technique of 8. Definitely worth a look in your saves. Next up, we find a 17-year-old called Victor Kench over in Germany. He can play as a striker, he can play as a winger, he can play a few different roles in your team. I do quite like him at 17 years of age as well. He can definitely develop for you. He's been released by Bayern Munich and he's available to get in the Vanarama National League this year in FM24. Physically, quite good as well. Some good 13s in there, some 12s in there as well. Good pace, acceleration, and balance all at 13. Mentally, there's a bit of room to grow, but I mean, determination of 11, work rate of 11, it's always a good start to work on straight away. The concentration of 4 could be an issue, but again, that and the bravery of 1 are the only letdowns I do think. But in the Vanarama leagues, you could probably get away with it because he's a fast striker who can finish as well with dribbling of 13, finishing of 13, first touch as well of 11. He's not bad, and again, a free agency at 17, he's worth trying out and just seeing how he gets on for a few seasons with you, with the young German Victor Kench. We are sticking with strikers for this next one. He is French. It's Lucas Dagliat. I'm not probably actually butcher the name, but I mean, in terms of a play looking on screen though, been released by Toulouse recently. He looks really good for 20 years of age. Acceleration of 11, natural fitness of 14, stamina of 14. He's 5'10", so not the tallest of strikers, but he makes up for it though for what he can do on the pitch. Decision making of 12, determination of 11, flair of 12, leadership of 12, a work rate of 13. They're all good things to start with for a young striker. And what I do like about this guy as well, straight away, dribbling of 11, finishing of 11, that's not bad at all. Heading of 11, passing of 13 as well. So as a striker who's going to get the ball into his feet and can play it out, I mean, he can play out wide if you really want him to as well, but I do feel his best position will be gained in behind the striker as an advanced forward. Left-footed striker as well, which is always nice to see. 20 years of age. What's not to lose? It's worth trying this guy out. So for our next one, we're going back to centre-back. This is Ethan Young. He got released by Scunthorpe at the end of last season. And I mean, at 19 years of age, there's a lot of room still for this guy to grow. He's a left-footed centre-back as well, which is quite rare to find good ones in FM this year, I have found as well. So this guy could redevelop for you. Loads of 10s across the board, and composure, concentration, jumping reach as well. Again, at 6'4" as well, the jumping reach doesn't really need to be there because he's already quite a tall boy to have in there. Leadership of 12, off the ball positioning both at 10, work rate of 10, and even then into the technicals as well. Tackling of 11, heading of 12. They're the main things you're going to need as well, man. The passing of 8, marking of 10 are bonuses. Again, at 19 years of age, you can still definitely develop in your game. And as we move into the final two now, we've got another English one here. 21 years of age, released by full cut after being at Coventry previously. This is Blaine Rowe. He is English. He's had no youth caps yet, but 21 years of age. He looks fairly decent still, and like a good level sort of thing for the Vanarama leagues. He'll definitely start for you and be very, very useful indeed. Physically, good acceleration, good agility at 12 there, the natural fitness of 15. He is 5'9", so a bit on the smaller side, but again, for a fullback, does it really matter that much? Probably not at all. But mentally, he's where this guy really stands out for me. Work rate of 14, teamwork of 16, positioning and off the ball both at 12, and determination of 14. This guy looks really, really good for 21 years of age. Technically, good first touch there at 12, marking of 11, tackling of 11, technique of 12. The crossing can be worked on at 8 there. If you get that a little bit better, for me, I want to fall back and get in there and get some crosses into the box. And this guy, with a bit of work on that and that passing, he could be that for you. And his final player had a bit of an interesting career. I mean, he's played in Ireland before going back to his home nation of Poland. He's 20 years of age. This is Kasper Zajac. He's a central midfielder. He can play CDM. He can play cam. He can do a few different roles in that midfield. And he looks like he developed real nice at 20 years of age. Decent balance there, but I mean, 8s and 9s across the board for a lot of his attributes there, for the key attributes in the physicals. But again, if you go to the mentals, the work rate, the vision, the teamwork, and decision making are all there above 10, which is good to see. 13 in vision as well. He's very helpful for that midfield role. And in the technicals, got free kicks of 13 as well, so it might be a bit of a bonus for you if you're trying to bag some free kicks this year in FM24 in the lower leagues. 13 isn't too bad, but again, good 10s though in there as well for dribbling. You can see there straight away a first touch of 10, a passing of 10, and a technique of 11. So there's been a few free agents there you can get down in the Vanarama and the lower leagues of England, or even lower leagues across the whole of Europe possibly. Some real good players in there that will really affect your teams. I do feel like if you're in the lower leagues of the football pyramid in FM24 this year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure you're subscribing to the channel as always and giving this video a thumbs up. If you know of any other ones as well, get in the comment section down below and let me know. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you again very soon.